Hello children, this is Vinay sir, your mathematics teacher. Once again, I welcome you all to the online class organized by Alchemy School. In previous class, we have taken some question from exercise 3.3. Today we are going to continue the same exercise. We will take some more question from the same exercise. So let's see what is given in next question. The next question is question number 6. Okay, so in this question, two adjacent angles of parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of each of the angle of the parallelogram. Okay, so already we know about parallelogram. In parallelogram, sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree. So first of all, we can let the measure of each angle of parallelogram is x. So we know that sum of two adjacent angle of parallelogram is 180 degree. So it is given in the question adjacent angles are equal measure. So we can write here x plus x is equal to 180 degree. Okay, when we add these two x, we get the result 2x is equal to 180 degree. When we take this 2 to the other side, we get the value of x. So x is equal to 180 divided by 2, and when we divide 180 by 2, we get the result 90. So the value of x will be 90 degree. Okay, so we can write our answer. The measure of each adjacent angle of the given parallelogram will be x is equal to 90 degree. That's it. Let's see the next question of exercise 3.3. So students, we all have seen here how we can solve the question number 6. It's very simple, it's very easy. When you try to solve it by yourself, you can understand it clearly. Now we are going to see the next question, that is question number 7. Let's see what is given here and what we have to find. So question number 7 is the adjacent figure HOPE is a parallelogram. Find the angle measure by x, y and z. The same time we have to state the properties we have applied here to find them. Okay, one figure is given here and it is given, the figure is a parallelogram. Some angles are given here. Okay, so you can see this is angle x, this is angle z and this is angle y. We have to find the value of these given angles. Okay, so let's see how we can find. When we observe this figure, we will find that we can find this angle. Okay, we need to find this angle first. Okay, so can we name it as angle A? Okay, and when we name it as angle A, now we can say angle A and 70 degree make 180 degree. Why? Because these two angles are linear pair angle. So easily we can write here A plus 70 degree is equal to 180. Why? Because they are linear pair angle. Okay, so this is the property we have applied here to find the value of A. So we can find the value of A here. A is equal to 180 minus 70 degree. So A is equal to 110 degree. So now we have the value of A. Okay, we know that in parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So when this angle is 110 degree, this angle also will be 110 10 degree and this angle is represented by x. So the value of x will be 110 degree. So we can write x is equal to 110 degree. Why? Because it is opposite angle of angle A, and in parallelogram opposite angles are equal. We all have discussed. So now we have the value of x. Now we can see this angle and this angle. These two angles are adjacent angle. Okay, so when we add these two angles, the sum will be 180 degree. So this angle is represented by x and this angle is represented by 40 plus z. Okay, so we can write here x plus 40 plus z is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because they are adjacent angle of parallelogram. Okay, now we can write x plus 40 plus z is equal to 180 degree. Okay, the value of x we have 110 degree plus 40 plus z is equal to 180 degree. These two value can be added and we get 150 plus z is equal to 180 degree. Now we take this 150 to the other side. So z is equal to 180 minus 150. We get the value of z. Z is equal to 30 degree. So now we have the value of z as 30 degree. Now we have the value of x and we have the value of z. What is remaining? This y is remaining here. So students, when we observe the figure, we will find that this y and this 40 degree angle, this angle and this angle are alternate angle. Okay, so according to this property, this angle and this angle will be equal. Okay, so we can write here y is equal to 40 degree. Why? Because it is alternate interior angle of angle 40 degree. Okay, so now students, we have the measure of angle x, that is equal to 110 degree. Angle y is equal to 40 degree and angle z is equal to 30 degree. Okay, we have found all the angles given in the figure. Okay, so now let's see the next question. So students, we all have seen here how we can solve the question number 7. Question number 8 is very simple, very easy question. You all can try to solve it by yourself. While you are going to solve the question number 8, you have to keep remember all the properties of parallelogram. Okay, then you can solve it easily. Next question that we are going to see here, that is question number 9. Okay, so let's see what is given and what we have to find in question number 9. In question number 9, one figure is given here and it is given in the question RISK and CLUE. These both are parallelogram and we have to find the value of x. So first of all, we have to examine these figures. Okay, where are they? Okay, so they are, we will find that this now we can see this is RISK and exactly now we can say RISK is a parallelogram. The same way we can see the other parallelogram, that is CL U and E. Okay, this is CLUE. So now This is also a parallelogram. So this is RISK. This is a parallelogram. This is CLUE. And this is also a parallelogram. We have to find the value of this x. How we can find the value of x? Okay. So first of all, we have to understand the figure. Okay. How we can find the value of x? We can see this is a small triangle. When we find the value of this angle, then we can easily find the value of this x. Okay. This is a parallelogram. This angle is exactly opposite of this angle. So if you are able to find this angle, easily you can find this angle also. So first of all, we have to name these two angles. This is angle A and this is angle B. Okay. So now when we have the measure of this angle R, we can find the measure of angle A. Okay. And we can see we have the measure of this angle. So easily we can write the measure of angle B. Okay. The measure of angle B will be equal to 70 degree because this angle and this angle is opposite angle of parallelogram. Okay. Now we can write in parallelogram CLUE, angle L is equal to 70 degree. So angle B is also equal to 70 degree. Why? Because it is opposite angle. Okay. So now we have the angle B. We have to find the angle A. Okay. This angle and this angle, these two angles are adjacent angle of parallelogram. So we can write in parallelogram RISK, angle K and angle R are adjacent angle. So easily we can write angle K plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. We have the value of angle K, that is 120 degree, plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. When we take this 120 to other side, we can find the value of angle R, that will be 180 minus 120 degree, and it will be equal to 60 degree. So now we have the value of measure of angle or R also. So when we have the measure of angle R, we can write measure of angle A is equal to 60 degree. Why? Because it is opposite angle of angle R. So now when we observe this triangle, here we have the value of x, we have the value of b, we have to find the value of this x. So we can write here a plus b plus x is equal to 180 degree. Why? Angle sum property. Angle sum property of triangle. Okay. So we have to put the value of a and b here to find the value of x. So what is the value of a? The value of a is 60 degree. So we will write here 60 plus what is the value of b? The value of b is 70 degree. So we have to write here 70 plus x is equal to 180 degree. When we add these two values, we get 130 plus x is equal to 180 degree. And when we take 130 to the other side of equal to, we get here x is equal to 180 minus 130 degree. So the value of x will be 50 degree. Okay, the value of x is 50 degree here. So we can write our answer here. The measure of x is 50 degree. That's it. Okay student, so we all have seen here how we can solve the question number 9. The next question that we are going to take, that is question number 10. So let's see what is given in question number 10. Question number 10 is explain how this figure is a trapezium which of its two sides are parallel. To understand a trapezium, we have to recall what is trapezium. Okay, so trapezium is a quadrilateral which has a pair of parallel sides. Okay, can we say that this side and this side are parallel? How we can say it? So we can see the given angles. So this angle is 100 degree and this angle is 80 degree. Okay, when we add these two angles, we will find that they are 180 degree. It means they are supplementary angle. Okay, in 7th standard already we have seen when two lines are parallel and a transversal cross it, co-interior angles are supplementary. So these two angles will be 180 degree because these lines are parallel. So when here these two angles are 180 degree, it means this and these two lines are parallel. Okay, so we can write here the given figure has a pair of parallel sides. So it is a trapezium. Second answer is KL and MN are parallel sides. Okay, let's see the next question. So next question is question number 11. Okay, in question number 11, find the measure of angle C if AB is parallel to DC. So where is AB? This is AB and this is DC. These two sides are parallel and angle B is 120 degree and we have to find the angle C. So where is angle C? This angle is angle C. So because this line and this line, this side and this side, both sides are parallel, so we can say that these two angles will be supplementary angle. So sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. So we can write here angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree because they are co-interior angle on transversal of parallel line. So now we can write angle B is 120 degree plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So angle C is equal to 180 minus 120 degree. So angle C is equal to 60 degree. So the value of angle C, hence the measure of angle C is equal to 60 degree. That's it. So students, we all have taken many questions from exercise 3.3. The last question that is question number 12. You can try to solve this question by yourself. When we meet again in the next class, we will discuss some more questions from next exercise, that is exercise 3.4. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning, stay safe and stay at home. Thank you so much.